So the last section of the brain and spinal cord we are going to see is the autonomic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system begins in the hypothalamus and the midbrain. And what it does is regulate the autonomic functions of your body that you do not have conscious control of. These two types of nervous systems are called parasympathetic and sympathetic systems or divisions. So these are not going to follow the same order as your handout. I do recommend you look at the handout. Let's find that here for you. We have the autonomic system. We have sympathetic nervous system called fight or flight, which prepares for battle or to run. And we have the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and relaxation. They are essentially opposites. If one increases your heart rate, the other will decrease your heart rate, etc. So let's run through some of these autonomic systems for you. So when we see the parasympathetic system, it will constrict your pupils for rest and relaxation, versus sympathetic system, fight or flight, your pupils are dilated. When you are taking opiates, opiates are going to constrict your pupils. When you're on amphetamines, you're going to have dilated pupils. So parasympathetic system would be your digestion and your eating. So it's going to stimulate salivary production. When you're nervous and ramped up with your sympathetic system, you have a dry mouth. It inhibits salivary production. So when you're getting ready to run, your bronchi and your lungs dilate. When you're rest and relaxed, they are constricted. When you are having an asthma attack and you need to take an inhaler, it bronchodilates. That's a sympathetic medication. The stomach is turned up during the parasympathetic system, and it is turned down during the sympathetic system. We have, let's move this down a little bit here. The stomach and pancreas and intestines are ramped up in the parasympathetic system, and they are ramped down in the sympathetic system. The heart rate slows in the parasympathetic system. It accelerates in the sympathetic system. Your blood pressure goes up in the sympathetic system. It goes down in the parasympathetic system. The erectile function begins in the parasympathetic system. It is inhibited, but however causes ejaculation in the sympathetic system. You void your bladder and bowels with parasympathetic, and you hold them and do not void with your sympathetic system. So looking at this here in the autonomic system, sympathetic nervous system increases breathing rate, increases heart rate, dilation of blood vessels in arms and legs, pupillary dilation, constrict the sphincters of bladder, restricts blood flow to the abdominal area, raises the hair on your skin by contracting your erector pili muscles. This is nervous and afraid and fighting. Parasympathetic system decreases your breathing rate, lowers your heart rate, constricts blood vessels to arms and legs. Pupillary constriction opens up the sphincter as you go to the bathroom, promotes or prevents urination. Constricts muscle wall of bladder. It causes urination. That is an error in there. Promotes blood flow to the abdominal area, lowers the hair on your skin. So let's take you through a visual journey. Let's say you are going to grandma's house and you have your basket of goodies and the big bad wolf jumps out at you. So what's going to happen? You're going to get a fight or flight response or sympathetic response. You're going to increase your breathing rate. Your heart rate is going to go up. your dilation of your blood vessels, your arms and legs are going to feel tingly, your pupils are going to dilate. You had to go to the bathroom before, but now you don't. Suddenly you're no longer feeling hungry, and your hair on your arms raises, and you break out into a run, and you run all the way to Grandma's house. Once you get inside Grandma's house, you suddenly are breathing less. Your heart rate goes down. Constricting your blood vessels, arms and legs goes down. Suddenly you realize you're hungry, and you suddenly realize you have to go to the bathroom. And that is the difference between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic system. Let me show you one other mind game, which is a little more interesting, and that is when you're trying to get into the bathroom and someone is in the bathroom, and you really, really, really have to go to the bathroom. What happens? Well, you start to break out into a sweat. There you go, sympathetic system. Your breathing rate goes up. You're dancing around like an idiot. Your arms and legs are starting to tingle. You're trying to hold your urine in. You are getting a fight or flight sympathetic response. Finally, your little brother comes out of the bathroom. You yell and scream at them. You get back into the bathroom. You finally get onto the throne. And suddenly, rest and relaxation. Now you're more calm, and then you void. It's a more interesting perspective, but it shows the difference between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems.